Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous Superstar Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of May 2022. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. It is truly a special time, without a doubt. So let's take it one at a time. As we begin the month, we are in a period between eclipses where the veils between the worlds are especially thin. So all of us are able to recognize some of our spiritual lessons playing out, especially with our intention to do so. It is as we navigate forward on the 10th, while in eclipse season, that Jupiter will change signs. So this is monumental. I spoke about this in the year ahead horoscope for you as well. And this month, there is going to be a Jupiter special horoscope. So be on the lookout for that on my YouTube channel. Having said that, though, this is Jupiter moving into a part of the sky for you that has to do with the wealth. It has to do with emotional, spiritual, and practical wealth, your relationship to financial institutions. But it's also about you understanding yourself more deeply, whom it is that you've become, and where it is that change has happened, where it is now that you're ready for your next step in your personal growth and your personal evolution. And in this way, this part of the sky can be very consequential. So you will notice that shift of energy take place right after we get to the 10th of the month. We are going to be in a period between eclipses. Again, with your intention, you'll be able to recognize the spiritual lessons as part of this. As we navigate further, it is going to be on the 16th that we will have a lunar eclipse. Now, this lunar eclipse will bring eclipse season to an end, and it is taking place in a part of the sky for you that has to do with communication, conversation, learning, and siblings, cousins, and neighbors. These are the types of people covered here. Now, there are some interesting things playing out here. So on the one hand, we've got these incredibly beautiful conversations playing out. We have got Mars and Neptune speaking in supreme harmony with this eclipse, bringing inspiration and hope. And those two planets will be in your opposite signs. So your one-on-one alliances are going to be very supportive, or they may be part of giving you some incredible ideas that expand your mind and encourage you to learn more. But this can also be receiving really great information regarding a sibling, cousin, or neighbor. Pluto is also speaking in harmony, bringing intensity and transformation. And then we have Saturn speaking in a conversation of tension. Saturn right now is moving through a part of the sky for you that has to do with clients, customers, coworkers, immediate supervisors. It also has to do with the work that needs to be done and the work that you do. And so there may be some sense of tension around what you can say, what's right to say, what maybe you shouldn't be saying to these types of people. Now, also possible with this is that you're gathering information as part of making meaningful change to your habits, perhaps your health-related habits at that, and you're understanding that there's more effort you want to take in that regard. Now, regardless, understand information can come out of nowhere. And we've got such beautifully harmonious, supportive energies playing out here that really meaningful change, transformation can happen very quickly as a result of what you learn. And again, good news related to siblings, cousins, and neighbors can seem like it comes out of nowhere, but is delightful. A neighbor may suddenly move away, a sibling or cousin as well, they may move away, and yet you're happy for them. Now, as we navigate towards the end of the month, that is when we will have this month's new moon. That new moon takes place at the very top of your sky, having to do with career, social standing, life purpose, having to do with your understanding of a higher, more loving vision for your life. Now, here's the thing. We are going to have Mars and Jupiter speaking in harmony with that new moon. And as I said, it is Jupiter by this point that will be in a part of the sky that has to do with wealth and meaningful transformation. And so it does look like there are new opportunities there where it comes to your career or where it comes to you feeling more in alignment with life purpose, that involves greater wealth, that involves greater resources, that may also involve an understanding of how things can change for you, an understanding of what meaningful power look like for you. And ultimately, I see this energy as inviting you to discover the resources within, to really focus in on what it is that you're hoping to achieve and aligning with success that's meaningful to you. So again, this is a new moon, which brings new opportunities, new possibilities, which is really very exciting with Mars and Jupiter speaking in harmony with that new moon as well. Now, where it comes to matters of love, under the light of the lunar eclipse in the middle of the month, we are going to have Mars connecting with precision with Neptune in your opposite sign. Now, these two planets speaking to that eclipse as well means you'll start experiencing this energy days earlier while you're still in eclipse season. But these two planets getting together, I think this is going to be part of helping you to bring forward or carry forward the events of the last week of last month. So if you think about what was happening the last week of last month, right? The last week of April 2022, we had Venus meeting Neptune. The week before then, we had Jupiter meeting Neptune. And of course, we had the most romantic day of the decade, as I called it, with Venus meeting Jupiter at her exaltation point. And so now what's going to happen is Mars is going to meet Neptune. And this is going to add clarity, adrenaline, excitement, and truth to the events that took place in the last week of April in particular. In some way, you will connect events of about 3 weeks earlier right around the middle of the month and right around that eclipse. This can be very important and very defining for a long time to come. Mars meets Neptune about every 2 years or so. So when this connection happens, it is a meaningful one, and it invites you to truly connect more deeply to your desires, to your energy, to your truth. And because this is happening in your opposite sign, all of that where it comes to your partnerships in particular. So for those of you open to meeting someone new, well, look, if it is that you felt that there might have been a connection with someone or developments with someone back at the end of April, this is where you get further insight and further understanding. Keep in mind, it is at this time that we also have, or roughly at this time, that Mercury goes retrograde, but that's happening in a career-oriented part of the sky. And that's more about opportunities that you thought were lost coming back around in some way. But where it comes to partnerships in particular, I do feel like you'll gain further insight, further truth, further understanding to someone you might have connected with back in late April. At the same time, though, there may be a new experience that in some way reminds you of what you were feeling or what you were experiencing in late April, and now you feel ready to move forward in some way. There could be a very strong connection, especially physical connection with someone new that you meet now. But remember, the dreamy energy is very strong as well. For those of you just starting to date somebody, well, look, on the one hand, I do think that this could be an increase of intimacy. For a small percentage of Virgos out there, this can represent faith enough to go in a different direction. Like just realizing like, you know what, this person irritates me. If this person irritates you, that will be very abundantly clear and you'll be ready to go in a different direction. However, for the majority of Virgos out there, this is going to be a sense of hope accelerating, a sense of belief that this could be something accelerating. And for some, it may end up being so. But for all that, ultimately what's strengthened here is an understanding of what you want in love and where you are in love. For those of you who are in an established bond, well, look, the overwhelming majority of Virgos out there are going to find this a time of increased passion and connection and feeling connected to your soulmate, feeling a spiritual experience while you are in intimacy with your soulmate, which can be quite powerful in and of itself. Having said that, though, a very small percentage of Virgos out there, a couple of things. One is this is energy of forgiveness. And that forgiveness can move you towards your partner that much more and strengthen the bond. And for an even smaller percentage out there, if you know you're not in the right relationship for you, this is heightened faith on your part, ready to take action to move in a different direction. What I love about this month for you, well, there's a lot here. It's a powerful astrological moment. I absolutely love how we do have this very powerful sky now. I'm going to say Jupiter changing signs, moving into that wealth-oriented part of the sky and a power-oriented part of the sky as well. However you uniquely define power, you're about to gain further clarity. And that in turn is going to align you with a true sense that life can change for the better. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with choose your membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Now, higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. Access to live events and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Link is in the description below. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.